I'm the purple praying mantis, PPN. I'm the purple praying mantis, PPN. I'm the purple praying.
What's good with y'all boys, man? You already know who it is. It's your boy, Jay Ariez. And I got another video for y'all, man. I got another version of Spittin or Swallowin. You know what I'm saying? And today, we're going to be talking about the best booker in the world. Not only the best booker in the world, we're going to be talking about the best and weekly television program across all professional wrestling, NXT. Now you might be wondering why I say that. Now I have a couple reasons as to why I believe NXT is the best weekly wrestling show, man. But let me just say, Shawn Michaels has been cooking all year.
You're a cook.
I give my respect to Tony Khan. I give my props to Tony Khan. To me, I don't think it's that much of a competition. You see, look at my special guest. I got a special guest today, man. Baby Ariez. We got Baby Ariez in the video today, man. But like I was saying, I really don't even think it's that close, if I'm gonna be brutally honest. I believe that Shawn Michaels has been the most consistent booker all year. I think that Shawn Michaels has been the best booker all year. I think he's been the most consistent booker all year. I think his matches make the most sense and his storylines make the most sense. And all in all, I think Shawn Michaels has been phenomenal in the role that he plays for NXT. Now, if I was to get started on why I believe that NXT is the best weekly wrestling show, I have 4 reasons. Number 1, the investments. The way that Shawn Michaels gets you to invest in the product. Number 2, the women's division. Shawn Michaels' women's division is untouchable right now. Stop. Number 3, the unpredictability. The unpredictability of Shawn Michaels, man. There's so much that happens on NXT on a week-to-week basis. Hey, it reminds me of the Attitude Era, but we're gonna get into that. And then number 4, this goes without saying, the match quality, yo. It feels like anybody in NXT can have a good match. So let's get started with number 1. Number 1, the investments. The way that Shawn has been able to get people to invest in his superstars, to invest in his wrestlers, is second to none. Shawn Michaels has made almost everybody on NXT feel relevant and feel important. For example, we have Baron Corbin. Last night, Baron Corbin was in the triple threat match against Dijak and Carmelo Hayes and put on a great match. Baron Corbin, ever since he came down to NXT, he has somewhat reinvented himself, and he looks like someone that honestly should be respected now. Baron Corbin is someone who is to be taken serious. Baron Corbin is letting us know that he is not someone to be messed with. And I really like the showings that he's been putting on. Not only Baron Corbin, Lash Legend as a part of a metaphor has been seen as more important. Von Wagner. Now, Von Wagner is the biggest case of the reinvention. Von Wagner went from someone who was just a meme to someone who is not only over with the fans online and the fans in the NXT arena. Von Wagner is now a character and he's becoming a household name. I really like the way that Von Wagner has been presented. Von Wagner has been relevant with the program, especially last night, what we saw on NXT. We saw a Von Wagner that has to learn how to walk again. He has to learn how to feel again. Von Wagner, what Shawn Michaels is doing with Von Wagner, it makes sense. He had his head crushed with steel steps. It makes perfect sense that he has to relearn how to do stuff. You know what I mean? It makes perfect sense that he has to relearn how to live his life. And when Von Wagner comes back, people are going to go crazy for him. I want y'all to understand that pop is going to be electric. I believe he's going to come back at Halloween Havoc, and people are going to love Von Wagner. I'm telling you, people are going to feel amazing, man. It's going to be something crazy. Von Wagner is the biggest example of a long-term investment. Like I said, he went from being a meme, Tuesday, to someone who's legit. Your ass is gonna get tabled. Not only Von Wagner, I could also talk about Trick Williams. Trick Williams went from someone who people just saw him as a side piece to Carmelo. I saw people saying last night, Trick Williams is gonna be better than Carmelo. I don't know about that one, but what I do know is that's a testament to what Shawn Michaels is doing for NXT. Number 2, the women's division. Shawn has the best women's division on the planet, excluding Stardom. And I feel like I can confidently say that. The way Shawn Michaels presents his women, he presents them like they matter, he presents them like they're relevant, and he presents them like they're nothing to joke with. Shawn Michaels cares so much about his women's division. NXT as a whole, the crowd, they're invested in their women because of how much they are presented. There were 4 women's matches on NXT last night. To me, I believe that's unprecedented. 4 women's matches in a 2-hour span is amazing. And not only that, none of them missed. 2 of the breakout matches were great. Lyra versus Tegan was great. If I'm missing a match, my apologies. But every match on NXT, every women's match on NXT was good. And that makes me happy as a wrestling fan and as a women's wrestling fan, that they are being presented as such, and the way women's wrestlers are being rebuilt and repackaged. Like I said earlier, Lash Legend as a part of Metaphor, Jakara Jackson as well with the Metaphor. Noam Dar, by the way, keeps him a black woman with him. I love that. Roxanne, Tiffany Stratton went from someone who fans were calling not good. People didn't even think Tiffany Stratton was all that, to now she had one of the best matches of the year with Becky Lynch at No Mercy. Tiffany Stratton went from someone who people were saying her reign was mid to when they actually started watching her in the ring. Tiffany Stratton turned me around. She made me a believer when I saw the match where she won the title. So yeah, it goes without saying. Also, the breakout tournament as a whole, very impressive for women. Becky Lynch is also raising the legitimacy of the NXT Women's Division, making that NXT Women's title even more relevant than Tiffany Stratton already had it, which is saying a lot because Tiffany Stratton made that belt relevant as well. So, the Shawn Michaels Women's Division, like I said earlier, I think it's the best on the planet, definitely the best in American wrestling as of right now. Number 3, the unpredictability of NXT. In NXT, it feels like anything can happen. And literally anything. I'm telling you, yo. We see raunchiness. We saw Von Wagner almost get killed. We see people get tabled. We see murders. Bada boom, bada bing. Y'all already know about the family, yo. We see, oh my God. We see so much stuff on NXT wrestling. Listen, you could tune into AEW. You know you're gonna get some great wrestling, whatever, some decent promos. Turn into WWE, Raw and SmackDown. You know you're gonna get some more than likely decent wrestling, and you know you're gonna get some great promos. NXT, not only are you gonna get great promos, not only are you gonna get great wrestling, you really don't know what the hell is gonna happen. With NXT, there is so much unpredictability. You legitimately do not know what is going to happen on NXT. On Raw and SmackDown, you can somewhat you can say, when, for example, if they post graphics for the night, you could say, oh, the Judgment Day is going to interrupt here, yada, yada. I'm not saying it makes it less entertaining. Don't think I'm saying that. I'm just saying you can somewhat scout what's going to happen on a Raw and SmackDown. No hating shit, but you can somewhat scout what's going to happen. NXT, you legitimately do not know what will happen. There are so many variables, and you really don't know what's going to go on in an episode of NXT. NXT is the closest thing to the Attitude Era that we have right now. Not GCW, not AEW, not New Japan, definitely not Raw or SmackDown. NXT is the closest thing to the Attitude Era that we have. And the fourth and final reason that I believe that Shawn Michaels is Booker of the Year, that I believe that NXT is the best weekly wrestling show, is the match quality. NXT, now, I understand on AEW, one might say that AEW always has better matches. That's fair. That's whatever. It's okay. But NXT, they don't have as many misses as people think. Now, a lot of people were hating on NXT 2.0 when it first came out. Here's the difference between NXT 2.0 and NXT Black and Gold. NXT Black and Gold took established, no disrespect, indie stars, made them somewhat more relevant, rebranded them in a way to fit the WWE brand, and they were having indie style matches, and they were really good. NXT 2.0, this is to build new stars, like the family, Tony D'Angelo, Stacks, like Braun Breaker, like Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, like Lyra Valkyria. You know what I mean? NXT 2.0 is made to build new stars. And the way they're doing that is by great promos and with great matches. NXT, when was the last time you watched an NXT match and you were like, damn, that was ass? Excuse me, you don't really do that. NXT does not miss like that for real. Just this past week, the Bada Boom Bada Bing Invitational was a great match to start off NXT. I mean, this week, my apologies, to start off NXT. Then the main event triple threat match. And last week, Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes. Anytime Ilya Dragunov is on television. Even Dominic Mysterio's in-ring work has developed so much based on being on NXT. And then Wes Lee's run. Don't even get me started on Wes Lee's run. He was giving us weekly bangers on television. Dijak, Baron Corbin, Von Wagner. There are so many excellent wrestlers on this wrestling program. The match quality has been through the roof on NXT. And honestly, like I said, I feel like 2.0 is still underrated, but that's okay, because soon you all will recognize that not only is Shawn Michaels Booker of the Year, but that Shawn Michaels has made the best weekly television program for wrestling all year. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Go check out my other Spittin or Swallowin. I got a video on Seth Rollins, and I have a video on Christian Cage, man. Make sure y'all drop a like. Make sure y'all join the Burger Appreciation Society, the best Discord in the wrestling community, bar none. The link is in my bio. Make sure you follow me on TikTok at Ariez for more hot takes. And if y'all like this video, make sure y'all leave a like, comment, tell me if I missed anything. Let me know what else y'all want me to talk about, man. I love recording this for y'all. Hey, we on the road to 600, man. I love y'all, boy. I'm out, man. Y'all have a blessed day.